the hard left and the woke left-wing liberals continue to try to infiltrate the political system and the cultural system in Britain, this time the British Armed Forces. Is it time to be outraged? Is it time to be panicking? Well, the armed forces there was an attempt to infiltrate it by Extinction Rebellion and the woke liberal side on the left, who tried to essentially, what they tried to do is you have Stonewall, the organization that is already telling the Ministry of Defense what to do. We're going to talk about that in a sec. We have already covered this on this channel before, got some updates, but Extinction Rebellion, they've been invited. They were invited to speak at this leadership lecture so that they could essentially come and teach our army on leadership and culture. The same Extinction Rebellion that's been standing up against our armed forces, standing up against this country, the same Extinction Rebellion that did this thing last year during the because obviously the Remembrance Sunday. Every year we have this, and they tried to infiltrate it, and they did hijack it. Honor their sacrifice. Climate change means what? Yes. So that's what they did last year. And this year, as a reward, they were invited to speak at this leadership talk. Luckily, there was backlash, so they had to make a U-turn, the army and the think tanks that were organizing this. This was the tweet that the Center for Army Leadership sent out. While the CAL encourages diverse thinking and alternative views, we recognize the challenge of inviting a member of Extinction Rebellion to speak at our conference. At the direction of the Army's Director Leadership, Chris Taylor will no longer attend. Why? Did you just discover that there will be a bit of a challenge? Did you not know that it's not probably wise to invite someone who's against your own everything you stand for? This is not some sort of open debate. I'm very much in favor of open debate. I don't like deplatforming. I don't like cancel culture. But are you kidding me with this? This is getting so bad that you have, of course, Aloha, who's part of the Ministry of Defense, the part of the program, telling the staff of that Ministry MOD that you have to state your name and then your rank, and then essentially go through the whole of the identity politics, all the tick boxes and all the everything. You have to just make sure that you identify yourself, describe yourself. Just imagine like you've just met a Martian, an alien from Mars, and then you have to describe your hair, your gender, everything about yourself. This is getting slightly out of control. This is all thanks to Stonewall, by the way. When you have officials like Donny Aloha, who are massive, of course, proponents of Stonewall's agenda, why are the MOD still having this involvement with Stonewall? Considering a lot of organizations, government and non-government organizations, are withdrawing from Stonewall's diversity program. It's bad. It's not a good look. This is what we talked about before on the channel a while ago. Inclusive language guide that Stonewall helped to create for the MOD. Examples that we had where you can't say girls, boys, or youngsters. You have to say colleagues, personnel, young people. Young and vibrant team is no longer allowed. You have to say effective and vibrant team. What? Mature workforce should change to experienced workforce. This one makes no sense. The disabled handicap should change with person with this disability. That's the same thing. That's literally the same thing. The females in the platoon, the women. I said this before. I'm very confused because depending on what decade you're in, sometimes you have to say women, not females. And then now you have to say females, not women. It's difficult to keep up. This is not solving the big problems of the world. This is not how you face the challenges that you're trying to sort out. Are you kidding me with this? Stonewall infiltrating the Ministry of Defense. Extinction Rebellion infiltrating think tanks and organizations linked to the armed forces. And we wonder why China are becoming the next superpower. This is why. Well, this channel is going to stay here to tell the truth. So make sure if you like the channel, click on the thumbs up button so you get body help us get our videos recommended. But also don't forget to click on the bell next to subscribe. That's the only way you can get notified when we release a new video, because this website doesn't really help us anymore like before. That's why we have the new website, the new channel, mytc.co.uk. If you want to stay up to date with all the daily podcasts, Monday to Friday podcasts and in-depth discussions that we have on that channel. Thanks again for watching. I'm mytc, and we are the media.